Today I want to talk about specifically things that you don't have to be ashamed or you don't have to give a BS about anymore, especially as a woman. Just taking a little boy here for a walk around the neighborhood. I'm very close to Tomar, it's just about 3 kilometers away or something like that. So, tying to the video I made the other week about the things, last time I was talking about the things I don't do anymore, and today I want to talk about specifically things that you don't have to be ashamed or you don't have to give a BS about anymore. So as you can see, first one, let's start with that. Don't care about how I look, and I don't mean like you look like a slob and you have no dignity or no self-esteem and you know, just carry yourself like a slob. No, that's not what I mean. But some days, and then lately it's a lot of days, I don't put any more makeup on. Like, especially I noticed, you know, what makeup does is it just settles in your creases anyway. Like, obviously if you have, depends what kind of makeup you put on. There's makeup that doesn't do that, but I just find I like my skin to breathe and it's my natural state. You know, why should I have to put makeup on if I don't want to? So when I was 10 years ago, occasionally I didn't have makeup on. Then we went to the beach or some family thing. There weren't really a lot of adults involved. I did not put makeup on, but in general, as soon as I left the house to go to work, for sure, I would put makeup on every time. So look, you know, look yourself, don't look like somebody else. Embrace you and not worry about what other people think because, oh my God, she doesn't have makeup on. I could never leave the house without makeup. No, like those days are definitely over in my 50s. Just walking through the underneath the highway. It's got this creepy underpass here. It's like out of a movie. There, it looks kind of creepy, doesn't it? It's kind of neat how it comes out on the other side. There's houses down here too. It's kind of cool. So, and the second point is I don't worry about what other people think anymore or what expect of me, how you're supposed to behave when you're 50 plus, whatever. Oh, you can't wear that, or oh, you can't say that, or oh, you're too old for this, or you know, what? You started all over again in your 50s? Are you crazy? Why would you do that? What do you mean you live in Europe now? You know, what do you mean you don't work full time anymore? What do you mean a YouTube channel? What do you do with that? You know, all this stuff that other people think you're crazy, whatever. Don't worry about it. Or you abandoned your family. You know, well, not really, but you know, some people would say that. That did that. So. No, do not listen to other people. Follow your intuition. Follow what's right for you, because it's your life, nobody else's. If they don't like it, you don't have to be part of yours. It's your life. Doesn't matter. Oh, he left the ball for me. Thank you. No, you don't want to get it. You're fine. And another important point, I think, is when you're over 50, especially as a woman, say no. Because we know women, especially, most of us, always say yes to everything. We want to please people. That's the nature, nurturing nature we have. We want to fix everything and please people and say yes to everything because we're worried about people not liking us or letting people down. But yes, stop. Don't worry about people pleasing because it's not good for you. You get exhausted, and if you're exhausted and you don't, have no energy yourself, you're not helping, and you can't serve other people. So think about yourself. So don't worry about saying no. It's okay. You're allowed. It's your life. You need to know what's good for yourself. And then you can help actually people and be more productive and more helpful and supportive to others if they need your help. And another somewhat dear to my heart tip is, don't worry about being alone. Sometimes, especially after a big breakup or a big relationship change, don't worry being single for a while. It usually helps you actually finding yourself and really find out who you are, because only and you know who you are, you can find what works for you, and what person, if you so want to, person that is gonna vibe the best with you and is compatible and just naturally will you attract this person naturally, because it's gonna happen. Things always happen for a reason. So being by yourself and learning about yourself, because you probably were focusing always on other people and other things, because you most likely had a family, or at least they were in a relationship, maybe even had a big career, and you kind of changed it. You need to, and maybe that wasn't what you were looking for, or maybe just you changed your mind and want to start new. That's what midlife is about, the midlife crisis, because there's a shift going on in your body and your mind and in your heart or whatever. So don't worry about being single for a while. It was liberating, and then it got kind of scary, because I have never been single for, I have been maybe single for 2 years, really single, and that was it in my whole life. So being single and just having your experiences and figuring out who you are, and attract what you should attract, it's the best thing that can happen. And I don't think we should be up by ourselves. I think people are naturally better in company, especially if it's either woman with around a lot of other women. They usually, if not the toxic kind, but the ones that you want to have around to support and encourage you. And of course, in romantic relationship, some people thrive in that way better than by themselves, because that's what we need. To be supported and feel grounded and all that. So I think that's my path anyway, but I still single. I'm still figuring it out, and it's all good. Cork forest. I love the cork bark. It's quite beautiful. And most of it is off, that's why it's dark, but I don't know how long it takes till it rebuilds. It's quite beautiful. And the trees themselves are just cool, all those knobby things. And the last but not least one is, don't worry about making mistakes, because we learn from them. And this is true in any age, even when you're younger. Especially in school, you're worried about making mistakes, and even teachers don't encourage you to actually make mistakes till you learn. They don't seem to teach that, but that's the only way you learn. How do you learn if you don't make a mistake? If everything is perfect, how do you learn? So, especially when you get older and you don't have those responsibilities anymore, you can be a little more open and not so worried about making mistakes, because it's only you. Before, you may have to worried about your family or your kids. It's just you, I think. It's way easier. So don't worry about making mistakes. This is the best way to learn, right? I think so anyway. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Check out the videos up here, and see you in the one before this one if you didn't see that one already. Okay, see you in the next one.